The Father says, each should strive to build a foundation based on righteous rapport. Although we're not clean as a whistle, not completely purified, instilled and distilled is what we're going through. We build it step by step. By the words we see, we're able to bring those into our everyday life. When we hear them and pronounce them, we break them down. So again, being familiar with even the words that you're certainly, like the Fathers continue to teach us to be well-rounded. So it's adding another attribute, looking into the individual pieces of the Word and using that to help stabilize our foundation of how things are. And lo and behold, we find that by dissecting, of course, the individual words and things like that, trust, there's so many more words I could go into it. It's astounding. But anyway, let's get back to work. Righteous rapport. So sorry. Become these nightstand, a cornerstone, an Israelite, like a lamp standing in the corner on a nightstand, let's say, or on a cornerstone. Say you're a cornerstone table, nightstand set up with an Israelite burning above, a candle. And what you try to do is your thinking is like the flame itself. You're not a wax figure nor wicked, and you've done your homework and drilled through in mind's eye. He ignites on the face of the flint of your face, fixed as flint, and provides the oxygen in which ignites the flame. So even though the flame is the brightest burning thing, it's everything around the flame that makes the flame. Become these knight within shining armor. I is what I do here, the E of course, but the E would be, we pulled out the dagger and moved back to center, so assume that that's an E as well. So I in shining. And here we talked about the 10 Commandments, Father coming out to us, which is true by just the fact we can communicate, so don't get me wrong. But now we have to seek to go find Him and His 10 Commandments and being a friend in the name of His Jesus. And I look at His enlightenment is like God up here, and I don't even know, like His non-material, of course, and shining His power of His light through His Son that we see out in the distance. But in reality, it is God Almighty, of course, one-on-one with us through His Son's connection. So you see G-O, and then the back side, the dark side of the moon is where I am, and I'm the D. So it's G-O-D. So O-D, right in the moon, the man on the moon thinking. So become these nightstand, cornerstone, Israelites standing in the corner within shining armor. Our arm reaching out to help someone in lieu of being a ram, which is don't be a ram no more. And here you look at the word wolf. Each time there's a full moon, the wolf ends up crying howling at the moon, and the ones that are saying, take down the cross, they're choking, it's falling, the ants are following all their thinking. Anyway, and then here you go, you flip off the backside, the dumb side, you're like, yep, I'm done. You look like dumb, and you look at Jesus, and you're like, man, this looks like water flowing off his head. This looks like water flowing out of that red nose, because he read and did his homie's work. Then he heard from everything, he listened, and the water flew out of his ears, and then lo and behold, out of his mouth was speaking. It just come running down his chest, his beard. So lo and behold, it's just like even when Santa Claus, you see him with that white snowy beard, and then the round, he'll wear you like a crown around his head. It's like Santa Claus. And the one that read really well is the tube that goes back to that ball, and you realize you're at the tail end of the comet because you're willing to comet. And lo and behold, it relates back to Santa Claus again. So I inner eye, your inner eye, all from the Father. It's getting to be kind of second nature now, I hope, in your logical thinking on how things are. So enjoy. I certainly hope this helps. It's a blessing, all from the Father. It's all meant for you. Remember, I'm just a little itty-bitty vessel. This is all for you. This is a communication tool, and all I am as a tool is all for you guys. So enjoy. God bless. Love.